The crowd laughed before the billionaire even finished his sentence. Standing beneath the bright morning sun in a crowded daytime charity car exhibition, wealthy collectors smirked while cameras flashed. The old dusty classic car looked forgotten, its faded paint chipped, its tires worn, and its chrome covered with years of neglect. The billionaire glanced at it with a mocking smile and declared that it was nothing more than scrap metal that belonged in a junkyard. Everyone nodded in agreement except one quiet single father standing near the back. His name was Rowan Mercer, a humble mechanic raising his 8-year-old daughter, Hazel, alone after losing his wife years earlier. He stared at the car with different eyes, not because it looked valuable, but because something deep inside told him it carried a story no one else could see. Before we continue this unforgettable journey, please take a moment to like this video, comment where you're watching from, share it with someone who believes in kindness and second chances, and subscribe to Heartwarming Tales for more emotional stories that remind us that hope can appear when we least expect it. Every morning before sunrise, Rowan worked in a small repair garage on the edge of town. His hands were rough from years of fixing engines, but every evening he returned home with a warm smile for Hazel. Money was always tight. Some nights dinner was nothing more than soup and bread, yet Hazel never complained. She often reminded her father that they were rich in love, and that simple sentence gave Rowan enough strength to face another difficult day. When he heard about the charity event, he attended only because the organizer offered free admission to local mechanics. He never imagined that one forgotten automobile would change his life forever. After the billionaire walked away laughing, the charity organizer quietly announced that anyone willing to remove the abandoned vehicle could have it for almost nothing. Most people ignored the offer. Rowan stepped forward. He spent nearly every dollar in his wallet to arrange a tow truck and brought the dusty machine back to his tiny garage. Friends shook their heads, believing he had made the biggest mistake of his life. Hazel simply smiled and helped wipe away years of dirt with an old cloth. As the dust slowly disappeared under the bright afternoon sunlight, unusual details began to emerge. Tiny hand-painted markings rested beneath the faded paint, and inside the glove compartment Rowan discovered a weathered leather envelope hidden behind loose fabric. The envelope contained old photographs, faded documents, and a handwritten journal belonging to the car's original owner. The journal revealed that decades earlier the vehicle had been specially commissioned by a legendary automotive designer whose experimental work was believed to have disappeared forever. Even more astonishing was a letter confirming that this was the only surviving prototype ever completed. Rowan's heart raced. He knew enough about classic automobiles to realize that this discovery could be extraordinary, but he also knew that proving its authenticity would be almost impossible. Instead of chasing quick money, Rowan contacted automotive historians, museum experts, and restoration specialists. Most ignored him at first. After all, why would anyone believe a struggling mechanic with an old rusted car? Still, Rowan refused to quit. During the next 7 days he worked almost without sleep, carefully documenting every serial number, every hidden engraving, and every page from the journal. Hazel sat beside him after school, organizing photographs and gently cleaning small parts. Their tiny garage became filled with hope instead of exhaustion. On the 5th day, one respected historian finally agreed to visit. The elderly expert spent hours examining the vehicle in silence. Then he removed his glasses, looked directly at Rowan, and whispered that he had spent 30 years searching for this automobile. The hidden markings matched historical records perfectly. The handwritten journal completed the missing history. News spread faster than anyone imagined. Local reporters arrived first, followed by national media. Suddenly the same collectors who had laughed at Rowan began calling his phone with unbelievable offers. He politely declined every one of them because he wanted the car's true value to be decided fairly. Exactly 7 days after the billionaire mocked the vehicle, the world's leading collectors gathered for a prestigious daytime auction. Television cameras surrounded the stage while experts from several countries confirmed the car's authenticity. The room fell silent as bidding began. $1 million quickly became 2. 2 became 4. Gasps echoed through the audience when the final 2 bidders refused to back down. The price climbed higher and higher until the auctioneer finally struck the hammer at an astonishing $8 million. For a moment Rowan simply stood frozen. Tears filled his eyes as he remembered every difficult night, every unpaid bill, and every promise he had made to Hazel that life would someday become easier. The audience rose to their feet in applause, but the loudest sound came from his daughter running across the stage and wrapping her arms around him. That hug meant more than every dollar he had just earned. The billionaire watched quietly from the back of the room. His confident smile had disappeared. He approached Rowan afterward and admitted that he had judged both the man and the car far too quickly. Rowan accepted the apology without anger because he understood that kindness is often worth far more than revenge. True victory wasn't proving someone else wrong. It was proving that patience, honesty, and hope can uncover treasures hidden beneath years of neglect. Instead of buying luxury mansions or expensive sports cars, Rowan made a different choice. He paid off every debt, opened a larger community repair center that trained unemployed young mechanics free of charge, and created a scholarship in his late wife's memory for children who dreamed of becoming engineers. Hazel finally had a comfortable home, but her father made sure she never forgot the lesson that had changed their lives forever. Real wealth is not measured by what people see on the outside. It is measured by the courage to recognize value where everyone else sees nothing. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Heartwarming Tales for more unforgettable stories of kindness, courage, and second chances. Special request: before you leave, comment below, true treasure is found by the heart, not the eyes. We'd love to know if you believe that's true. As Rowan and Hazel walked home together beneath the bright afternoon sky, they carried far more than a fortune. They carried a reminder that the world often overlooks ordinary people and forgotten things. Yet sometimes, all it takes is one compassionate heart willing to believe in what others throw away. And that kind of faith can transform an old abandoned car into an $8 million miracle and a struggling single father's greatest blessing.